Welcome to Historical Legacies. Here, we dive into history's most intriguing stories, unraveling mysteries, and uncovering truths from the past. Subscribe to join our journey through time's greatest moments. Today, we will be narrating a short story on Alexander the Great. If you guys like, please share your thoughts on it, and maybe we will produce an hour documentary upon your request. Alright, let's begin with the early years. Alexander was born in 356 BC in Pella, the capital of Kingdom of Macedonia. Alexander was the son of King Philip II and Queen Olympias. From a young age, he exhibited remarkable intelligence and an insatiable curiosity. His early education was entrusted to none other than Aristotle, one of history's greatest philosophers. Aristotle instilled in Alexander a love for philosophy, science, and the arts, but also a sense of destiny and ambition. Under Aristotle's guidance, Alexander studied the works of Homer, particularly the Iliad, which became a source of lifelong inspiration. Alexander's youth was marked by exposure to military life and strategy, and his father sought to unite the fractious Greek city-states under Macedonian rule. By the time Alexander was a teenager, he had already displayed leadership skills and a fearless attitude on the battlefield. At the age of 16, when his father was away, Alexander successfully quelled a rebellion and founded a city called Alexandropolis, a testament to his emerging leadership. In 336 BC, tragedy struck when King Philip II was assassinated. At just 20 years old, Alexander ascended to the throne. Despite his youth, he quickly consolidated power, quelling revolts and securing loyalty from the Greek city-states. With Greece under his control, Alexander's ambition turned outward. His gaze fell upon Persia, the most powerful empire of the time. It was a bold move, but Alexander's vision was not just to conquer, but to create a unified world blending Greek and Eastern cultures. The Persian campaign, triumphs and challenges. In 334 BC, Alexander launched his campaign against Persia, beginning with the crossing of Hellespont into Asia Minor. His army, though smaller than the Persian forces, was highly disciplined and fiercely loyal. The first significant clash occurred at the Battle of Granicus, where Alexander's strategic brilliance led to a decisive victory, opening the path into Asia Minor. In 333 BC, Alexander faced King Darius III of Persia at the Battle of Issus. Despite being outnumbered, Alexander's tactical genius and personal bravery turned the tide in his favor. By capturing Darius's family, he's not only secured a psychological advantage but also demonstrated clemency, which helped him win the loyalty of conquered people. The victory at Issus marked the beginning of the unraveling of the Persian Empire. Alexander's next major objective was the capture of Tyre, a heavily fortified island city. The siege of Tyre in 332 BC was one of the most challenging campaigns. Over 7 months, Alexander's forces constructed a causeway to breach the city's defenses, showcasing his ingenuity and determination. Following the fall of Tyre, he marched into Egypt, where he was welcomed as a liberator and declared a pharaoh. In Egypt, Alexander founded the city of Alexandria, which would become a center of learning and culture for centuries. With the western territories of Persian Empire under his control, Alexander set his sight on the heart of Persia. The next decisive battle awaited him at Gaugamela. The apex of conquest, the Battle of Gaugamela and beyond. In 3031 BC, Alexander faced Darius III again at the Battle of Guagamala. This encounter was a testament to Alexander's strategic prowess. Despite being vastly outnumbered, he deployed innovative tactics, including the use of a flexible phalanx formation and cavalry maneuvers, to outflank and overwhelm the Persian forces. The victory at Guagamala effectively marked the end of the Persian Empire, with Darius fleeing the battlefield and eventually being assassinated by his own men. Alexander then marched into Babylon, Susa, and Persepolis, the ceremonial capital of Persia. In a symbolic act, he burned the royal palace at Persepolis, perhaps as retribution for the Persian invasion of Greece a century earlier. This act underscored Alexander's dominance and the transition of power from Persia to Macedonia. However, it also reflected the complex personality, a blend of calculated statesmanship and impulsive ferocity. With Persia subdued, Alexander's ambitions grew even larger. He ventured into Central Asia, facing fierce resistance from local tribes. Then the campaign in Bactria and Sogdiana was grueling, involving guerrilla warfare and the founding of new cities to secure his hold on the region. During this time, Alexander married Roxana, a Bactrian princess, symbolizing his policy of cultural integration. By 326 BC, Alexander's conquest had reached the Indian subcontinent. At the Battle of the Hydaspes River, he faced King Porus, who commanded war elephants, a formidable challenge. Alexander's tactical acumen prevailed as he won the battle, earning Porus's respect and allegiance. However, his troops, weary from years of campaigning, refused to march further into India, forcing Alexander to turn back. The return journey and seeds of an empire. The return journey to Babylon was fraught with challenges. Alexander's army faced harsh conditions in the Gedrosian desert, where many soldiers perished from heat and lack of supplies. Despite these hardships, Alexander's resolve remained unshaken. He continued to plan for the administration and expansion of his empire, focusing on uniting the diverse cultures under his rule. One of Alexander's most enduring policies was his vision of cultural fusion. He encouraged marriages between his soldiers and local women, adopted Persian customs, and incorporated non Greek soldiers into his army. These actions, though controversial among the Macedonian followers, reflected his desire to create a unified, multicultural empire. In Babylon, Alexander embarked on grand projects, including plans to explore Arabia and expand his empire further. He also worked to consolidate his vast territories by establishing administrative systems and appointing loyal governors. Despite his efforts, tension simmered among the troops and generals, many of whom resented his adaptation of Persian customs and his perceived shift from the Macedonian traditions. Alexander's health began to deteriorate during this period. In 323 BC, after a night of heavy drinking, he fell ill with a fever. The exact cause of death remains a mystery. With theories ranging from malaria to poisoning, Alexander the Great passed away on June 10th or 11th of 323 BC. He passed away in Babylon at the age of 32, leaving behind an empire that stretched from Greece to India. The legacy of Alexander the Great. Alexander's death plunged his empire into chaos, as he left no clear successor. His generals, known as the Diadochi, fought bitterly for control, eventually dividing the empire into several Hellenistic kingdoms. Despite the fragmentation, Alexander's influence endured. The cities he founded, particularly Alexandria in Egypt, became hubs of learning, culture, and commerce. Greek language and ideas spread across the conquered regions, blending with local traditions to create a rich cultural legacy. Alexander's military campaign revolutionized warfare, introducing tactics and strategies that influenced generations of commanders. His ability to inspire loyalty, adapt to changing circumstances, and integrate diverse people into his vision set him apart as one of history's greatest leaders. However, his ambition also came at a cost. His relentless drive for conquest left his soldiers and subjects fatigued, and his early death left his empire without the leadership needed to sustain. The image of Alexander the Great has endured as a symbol of ambition, brilliance, and complexity. To some, he is a hero who sought to unite the known world. To others, he is a conqueror whose action caused untold suffering. Regardless of perspective, his life and achievements remained a testament to the heights of human potential and the enduring power of vision. Thanks for tuning into Historical Legacies. If you enjoyed this dive into history, please like, subscribe, and share. Join us for next time for more fascinating stories from the past. Thank you.